Hey everyone, Shiny Sephiroth here, and finally having this update on X-War. This has been a challenging one, and let's go over the strategy behind this one right now. So what we see here is we have Toko trying to whittle down the Rex in spot number one, with Pierre being her sniper assassin backup. I put Yi and Lucas here on this team so that they could help mitigate the excessive damage from Rex, as well as Laura, specifically her pre-missiles. Now we see here that I also have Indira on this team, and she helps basically sweep and clean up everything that happens. And so as you can see here, the plan worked out perfectly. Every single time I fought against this team, team number one does the job. Now, I did switch out a few times and put team 2 and 3 here to see if that would help out, but there's just something about this team that fit this fight perfectly. So, yeah, I really can't complain. If they were a little bit stronger, we could have pulled off the 3-star victory. But I mean, that's eventual. With when as you progress through the game, anything can become 3-star capable. So it's not really that big of a deal. I'm not too concerned about. So we'll go ahead and skip this because I don't want to just see everybody twiddling their thumbs while they're trying to wait for Chloris to resurrect. Now this right here was was an interesting one because I'm trying to figure out like which team 1 and 2 should go with. For the longest time, I was trying team 2. That was my preference, but it just wasn't working. And I figured out what the big problem was. I had Chloris on here. And then I thought, wait a minute. Even though Chloris is nice because of her ability to revive, she still dies technically fairly easily, and so she's not very helpful in getting this all done. So I decided, hey, we already have this team equipped for status effects, so might as well switch him out for Rockefeller. So I put Rockefeller in very first try. I attempted. It worked, and you can see a big reason is because I have Rockefeller on the far right hand side, and both he and our newly minted dual wielding divine prayer thinker on the far right hand side are enough to not give Godslayer his extra lives, because he can't OHKO, one hit KO these guys because of their sturdiness, and also the invulnerability to darkness, specifically with Thinker. So these two act as those who stave off Godslayer, while I use Forest Dancer and Mecha Valkyrie, who have been underspoken of in this entire thing. I use those two as the main drivers of knocking things out. Specifically, the Sally and we go over here. We have Sally and oh wait, wrong team. We have Sally and Indira in the back, who technically act the same way. Even when they're paralyzed, they're going to be shooting out their swarms and their electric arcs, and it makes it very difficult. And then we also have Life in there, Goddess of Life. So I put Mecha Valkyrie where I did, so that she could take out Life as quickly as possible. And we hope that Ivy will have entangled either Godslayer or Life, somebody important, so that they're not, just hacking away at us without us being able to do anything. So team worked out perfectly. Oh yeah, also with the whole Rockefeller thing, outside of him being sturdy, he also benefits from the Mechanical Queen being the ship here. And you saw how vital that was. He shut Godslayer down in the first round with his counterattack. So all in all, fantastic team. If I had my druthers, I'd probably switch Rex out. Maybe for somebody like Alpha, but for some reason my Alpha keeps dying with like if somebody just breathes on her. So I need to really focus and figure out what's going wrong there. I have her fully awakened. She's immortal, but she's still just... She's like Espeon in Pokemon. It's a glass cannon. And of course, here's the final. Funny enough, this team was not able to do very well against Team 1, but they were able to beat Team 2 fairly easily. But yeah, so I put, as usual, I put Godslayer right across from Pierre in the hopes that Godslayer's random number generation will say, hey, let's hit him first. And it did. So that's perfect. Didn't activate Kuipan before that, so we were able to activate him second, which quote-unquote healed everybody, but that was useless because nobody else had gotten touched by that point. So very, very important to strategize when you're going up against Kuipan. So right here, we see that Paladin has her Divine Prayer, which helps her really take in a lot of Sage's attacks, and which is important because we also need that not only to absorb hits from someone else, but to anchor Cupid's love arrows still to Godslayer, which worked out perfectly without a hitch. Fantastic support. This team is really just a support team to add some help to Godslayer. And honestly, I feel like Satan wasn't even needed here. We could probably put in another support if we can think of one. Maybe Lucadia. Actually, did I have Lucadia at all on here? I did. Funny. If I was paying attention, I probably would have put Lucadia on here. Yeah, but that is that. Ta-da! We did it! Very happy. Oh, let's go ahead and see what the cat can drag in here. Let's get some more bonuses. Awesome. And oh, yep, we gotta collect our gems here. By the way, I think it was very clever what the game did. It introduced Dimensional Battle, showed how hard it is to get 3-star gems, and had us for a few cycles going through it, and we were like, oh man, it's so hard. We're being pitted up against so many hard teams, and oh, we got to get that treasure, we got to get that and the other. And then after establishing how important the gems are, then they introduce an update wherein you can spend $100 to basically get 2 cycles or a few weeks worth of gems. And so for those with a little disposable income and those who have seen how game-changing the gems can be, they're like, okay, you got me. I don't want to have to bend over backwards every week to do Dimensional Battle. I'll pay. So, pretty smart tactic on their part. It makes money. It's not something I condone for myself in my own business practices, but I get where the principle comes from, and it's clever. It's clever. But anyway, this has been Shiny Sephiroth. Hope that this video was at all helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Peace!